Alright, I'm gonna start making a bunch of different Storytime videos on this YouTube channel. Usually I just review movies and shit, but I think I'm gonna start doing Storytime reviews, or Storytime videos with gameplay in the background, because I can't animate, I can't draw for shit, and even if I could draw, I'm not gonna spend all the time learning how to use animation software. So, I'm just gonna have to use just different gameplay of mine. So yeah, this is what I'm doing right now. Alright, so a while back, I was living without any internet, so I was bored for, well, pretty much all of the time. I found out that there was this little coffee shop within walking distance to me, so I started walking to it to use their Wi-Fi to download different stuff that I could then watch at my bachelor pad. There was about 4 people who used to work there in rotation. One of them eventually got fired or just left the job after about 4 months. So there was about 3 people who used to work there in rotation, and over time, I'm 80% certain that I creeped one out so hard, so bad, that I made her quit. Now, I know this sounds insane, but just let me explain, alright? In order to understand what the hell is going on here, you kind of have to understand how awkward I can be sometimes. My social anxiety and awkwardness is at a peak level sometimes. It is insane. I cannot hold a conversation with some humans sometimes. It's so bad. I don't know where to look. I don't know where to put my hands. I start stuttering sometimes. It's a whole mess. But in short here, to give you the short version, I'm awkward. I've been working on it a lot more as of late, and I've been coming out of my shell a bit recently, but it's still very much present in my life. So that plays a huge role in this story. I've also been told by people that I look weird. Obviously this is a faceless channel, and I probably won't show my face here for at least like 4 years or some shit. But I've been told that I look strange sometimes as well. I wear glasses, which may or may not make me look like a lizard. So the combo of me apparently looking strange, and at the time I had like a lot of hair. I just recently cut down my hair. I have an afro, I'm black, so I have an afro, and I recently cut it downwards, and so it's a lot shorter. But back then it used to be huge. That shit used to be nuts. So that probably contributed to maybe me looking not that normal, I guess. I'm not entirely certain. But the combo of me looking strange and acting strange really compounded and possibly made this girl think that I'm a creep. Now, don't get it twisted. Maybe I am. I don't know. What counts as a creep? You know, like, what really counts as that? You know, I don't think I'm one, but who knows? Maybe I am. I don't fucking know. So, things went decently smooth for the first couple of months for a while before things started, getting really awkward between me and the workers. There was this one time where one of them was trying to tell me something, but I was listening to music, and I had both headphones on, and I had a big ass like over-ear headset on because I didn't have wireless earbuds at the time like I do now, and so I had to like wrestle it off of my head to be able to hear what they were saying, and that was pretty awkward. That was pretty embarrassing. Also, there was this one time where all of these awkward moments are I'm talking about one of the workers. These are not all separate people. This is one person that this all happened with. So essentially, one time she was cleaning the area where I was sitting, because I used to sit in like a separate area from like the counter. It's a relatively big cafe, and it was kind of awkward. It wasn't that awkward, but it was kind of strange because I was silent and uncomfortable, because like she could have talked to me at any moment, and I could have embarrassed myself some more. So it was kind of weird. And me and her were really like the only people in the cafe at the time, because it was like I don't know, it was like afternoon around like summertime, so there was like nobody in the cafe, because a lot of the people who went to the cafe were like middle school or high school students who had just gotten out of school. So essentially it was just me and her in the cafe, and I was kind of like really awkward because it was silent, and I was kind of just sitting there, and she was cleaning, and it wasn't that wrenchingly awkward, but it was still awkward. That little experience with the cleaning. Oh, and I remember it was pouring outside. It was absolutely pouring outside, and I had to walk home. So that was probably adding to the awkwardness, and I was probably like, shit, I'm gonna have to walk in this goddamn rain. And it was raining, alright? Shit was pouring, right? Yeah, it was raining like a motherfucker. So anyways, that one really wasn't too embarrassing, but I still thought it was funny nonetheless. So I thought I'd tell that one. Let me get to the more embarrassing ones. This one's a big one, so go ahead and prepare yourself for the cringe. But I was walking back to my laptop and stuff, coming back from the bathroom, because the bathroom is on the other side of the cafe from where I sit. And so I was walking back from the shitter, and the main girl who I'm talking about here was talking to one of her coworkers while moving some stuff to the storage room, which was near my seat in the back. So I had just gotten close enough to overhear a small part of the conversation, and I heard, I think it was the one I kept embarrassing myself around, but it could have been the other one. I think it was the one I was embarrassing myself around. She said, "Where'd she go?" And I thought to myself, wait a minute, I'm a dude. So I think they were making fun of me. You kind of have to understand the lore of what's going on here in order to understand this. But essentially, the cafe that we were at wasn't in the nicest of neighborhoods. It's in the downtown of a relatively rundown small city where I live. It's not that rundown. A lot of people seem to think that it's a lot more rundown than it really is, but still some homeless people or meth heads, crackheads, whatever would come in and then occasionally destroy the bathroom, so sometimes the men's bathroom wouldn't be working, and so I'd have to use the woman's. And so essentially what I think she was saying here was she was kind of making fun of me for doing that, despite the fact that she told me to do that multiple times. So you kind of have to know the lore here, the extended lore of what's going on. But essentially, she was making fun of me with her coworker, which I don't really care about. It's just funny to me because I managed to get that little snippet of the convo where they were clowning on her brother. Just that little snippet. If I had washed my hands for like 4 seconds longer, I wouldn't have heard that. So it was just funny to me that I managed to catch that little part of her talking to her coworker. But I don't really care, it's not that big of a deal. It was just really embarrassing to me. So anyways, eventually she left her job, and she quit. And one of the, if not the last time I ever saw her in the cafe, was one of the times when I was the most embarrassed. So essentially, I had come in, it was afternoon, it was summer, it was nice, everything was cool. And I had ordered a drink, right? They used to give me free drinks. All three of them used to give me free drinks all the time. I didn't pay for a single drink for a long time, for like a year. It was great. They gave me free drinks. They were nice to me. So it was a cool experience. So I had just gotten a free drink, right? But then I realized that I forgot the straw. At the cafe that I'm talking about, they don't hand you a straw with your drink. There's like a little container with them. On the counter where you buy your drink, and there's like a little container of straws where you grab them. And she was standing directly to the side. She was like standing right where she was blocking the container of straws. And I have this thing where it's a social awkwardness thing where I don't want to tell people to move. If someone's in my way, I don't want to tell them like, oh, excuse me, I gotta get by. I never say that. I just sneak past them every time because I don't know why. I'm too much of a little bitch to tell them to move, unless it's someone I'm relatively close to. Otherwise, if it's like someone I'm relatively close to, like a friend, I'll tell them to get the fuck out of my way. But if it's just like a stranger at a store or something, I usually just try to sneak past them without any sort of human interaction because, I'll get scared. So she was standing in front of them, and I didn't want to hit her at all. So me being scared to ask her to move, my goofy ass thought I could sneak right past her to get the straw. And not only did she immediately fucking notice me when I snuck up behind her and tried to grab the straw, she immediately flinched like a motherfucker. I don't know what the hell happened, but I think I startled her. I think I scared her by sneaking up on her. But wow, she flinched. Like, I'm talking a solid 2 feet she moved. Like she just like flinched like she just heard gunshots. And so scared the shit out of her one time. So that was funny. But anyways, this is just a cute little story. By little, I mean over 7 minutes long. What the fuck? But yeah, I don't think I actually made her quit. Like, obviously, I'm kind of joking here. That's kind of clickbaity. I really don't think that she quit because of me, but there still is that small little part inside of my soul, that small little shard inside of my body that makes me think, damn, did I make her quit? Nah, I don't think I did. But I can't help think about that every time I look back on these funny little moments of my life from over a year ago. So yeah, just some embarrassing little stories that I thought I'd tell. this is a bit of an unscripted video. I mean, there is a script, but it's not that comprehensive. So yeah, that's it. I have a lot of different other stories from my life, from as long as I can remember. My life has been kind of crazy. It's kind of been like an anime. So I have a lot of different stories from my life that I'm gonna be posting pretty soon. Let me know if you like this. Let me know if you're down with this. If not, then I'll probably just start a podcast and then talk about them there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just some funny little experiences from a cafe I used to go to. I still go to the cafe occasionally, but everybody got fired and they got like a new owner or something. And so now there's only two or one people working there, and they never close when they're supposed to. So they always close before I'm even awake. So I can't even head down there that much anymore, which kind of sucks because I love that place. But anyways, that's just a funny little tidbit I thought I'd share. Peace out.